Now, our next topic is conservation of water. Now, you know that water is very precious resource as we all depend on water and we need to conserve it. We need to store it. We need to use it properly, wisely and judiciously. Okay, so for conserving it, for using it properly, judiciously, we have to discuss some methods how we can conserve water, how we can use it properly so that we will not get any problem of scarcity of water, like our future generations will not face the scarcity of water. Okay, so here are some of the methods to conserve water. So our first method is rainwater harvesting. I hope many of you know what is rainwater harvesting, what happens in it, and even you have seen the model of this rainwater harvesting in our science exhibition also. So let's discuss what it is. So here I will show you different pictures of rainwater harvesting. In this picture you can easily see that the rainwater which has been collected on the roofs of the houses, they are just coming into the beakers having filter chambers, and then from after filtration that water will collect into the collection tanks, and then it will be used up, it will be used for the future by the people. Okay, so what happens in this method? In the rainwater harvesting method, direct collection of rainwater from the rooftops of houses and other buildings will happen or will be taken place. Okay, so what happens in this? The rainwater will get collected during the rainy season through pipes. You can see the pipes in this picture. Okay, and through these pipes this rainwater will get collected in an underground tank. Okay, the tank will be underground. Now this will help to increase the underground water table. This about underground water table we have discussed in the last period's video, that what is their water table, underground water table. So to increase that underground water table, we need the underground storage tanks, and that rainwater get stored. So this stored rainwater is used, can be used later for the various purposes as and when required. When we will require the water, we can use this stored water. So here in this picture also you can see there are different pipes. Through these pipes water get collected into underground, and then that water can be used in the future. Okay, so this rainwater harvesting is very good method, and government has been making it mandatory. Mandatory means important, essential, to have rainwater harvesting system installed in every newly constructed house. Okay, whatever houses are being constructed, so government has made it mandatory, necessary, that this rainwater harvesting system should be installed in every newly constructed houses. Okay, and because of this there will be increase in the availability of water and improvement in the quality of groundwater, because after filtration only the water will just added into the groundwater, so there will be the pure water in the underground and you will get the benefit of rainwater harvesting. Okay, so it is environmental friendly also and helps in checking means stopping the decline in water table. Okay, so by this method of rainwater harvesting we will help the government as well as we will help ourselves in checking, in controlling the decrease in water table, and we will get the water for our future. Okay, now our next method is efficient distribution of water. So what happens in this? Water bodies from surplus water regions, those regions where there is good amount of water. Okay, so that regions can be linked to those regions in where there is a scarcity of water. So by linking the rivers and with the less water availability areas, then they can help to control floods in that areas where there is good amount of water, and the areas where there is less amount of water, that people get good amount of water by linking the rivers to those areas. So dams and other water reservoirs should be constructed in a planned manner so that there will be regular water supplies. So these dams are constructed to link those areas where there is scarcity of water and has been linked from those areas where there is good amount of water. So these water bodies play a very important role, and government just tried to make the efficient distribution of water. Okay, now the last one is prevention of wastage. So in this, what we have to do, we have to just take care that there should be no misuse and wastage of water. Okay, only this is only possible when all the individuals and the community along with government will do a joint effort. So for this, there will be control of population. There should be new methods of irrigation like drip irrigation or water sprinklers can help in conserve water in fields. In drip irrigation, water is given to the field through small or minute pipe like structures, and then the water will directly pour into the roots so that roots can get directly water can be given to the roots directly and there will be no wastage of water. Whereas in the water sprinklers, you have seen this type of we can say this type of strategies or this type of management set up in the fields where there is like we can say sprinklers are there by which the water can easily be thrown or poured into the fields. Okay, now there are some steps that we should always take at home for conservation of water. So there are certain steps that we will discuss now. So steps to follow at home in this, first one is use a bucket and mug for bathing rather than taking a shower as it requires more water. When you take a bath, you should use bucket and mug, okay, instead of shower, because with shower there is like wastage of water. Now second one is, instead of cleaning the open areas like the courtyards or verandas with running water, with lot of water, we should mop them and clean them. In this, there will be very less amount of water will be used, okay, and we can able to conserve the water, we can able to reduce the use of water. Now third one is, we should not we should always wash the vegetables, and the water which is used for washing the vegetables should be used for watering the plants, okay, like for washing the vegetables, for mopping the rooms, okay. So after mopping, the water which will be left in the bucket, that should also be used for watering the plants. Next one is, use smaller pressure cistern tanks in toilets to prevent extra water uses. So in the toilets there will be flush, okay, so in that flush we should always take care that there should be smaller pressure cistern tanks will be there, okay, so that there will be less amount of water will be used for flushing, and there we can easily prevent excess water. Now the last one is, repair leaking taps immediately. We should repair the leaked taps immediately so that we can conserve water.